Ubisoft has announced every defender that has an SMG with an ACOG is going to lose that ACOG. And this is going to shake up the whole meta. Now, why listen to me? Well, I am a diamond ranked player with a 1.9 KD. Not too many people could say that. And I've been playing the game since 2015. Yep, that's right. I got the badge. So this change coming next season is huge because Ubisoft used to always tweak defenders based on their ACOG. It's like a little button. Nerf, buff, nerf, buff. Just by simply giving an ACOG to a defender, they just get a buff. And stripping the ACOG away from another defender is a nerf. Instead of tweaking operators' gadgets or guns or secondary gadgets, you know what they do? They just go, oh, this operator's not seeing a lot of playtime and win rate. Let's just give them a magnified scope on defense. And vice versa, if this op is getting picked way too much, they're just gonna go, we're gonna take that ACOG away from you. You'll get picked less. As a defender, ACOGs are actually more than just an attachment. They're actually just power in the game. They're actual power. Just remember back to all those times where you swung an attacker who was on a long range angle, but you had an ACOG on defense and you absolutely smoked them. Or you were holding like the tiniest pixel peak and you were able to just go boop, just because you have an ACOG at long range. This was determining a lot of how the game played out. Instead of short range engagements like defenders were supposed to be at an advantage of, they now had a wicked advantage at long range angles and stalling attackers. Simply because of an attachment, they had a huge advantage. Just off the top of my head, here are some changes that happened with ACOG swaps. In the beginning, Doc, Rook, Jaeger, Bandit, and Smoke had ACOGs on defense. Smoke had an SMG-11 secondary that had an ACOG. And Jaeger and Bandit were oppressive 3-speed ACOG wielders. I should know, I was a Jaeger main back in the early days. Naturally, over time, these ops needed to be nerfed. The Smoke lost his SMG-11 ACOG, Bandit lost his MP7 ACOG, and Jaeger lost his 416 ACOG. Doc and Rook, though, they kept their ACOGs. They're sitting at 1 speed with P90 MP5. Not insane, but still really good. But they're support players. They're not supposed to be played as fraggers. But people would pick them just simply because they had an ACOG, which is a reoccurring event. Ops would get added with ACOG, and then people would start playing them just because they had an ACOG. Thorn, who's a bit of an underpowered op, could really use a buff to her gadget. Instead of getting buffed, they gave her an ACOG. People started playing her for like weeks, and then they took it away from her. Similar thing with Warden. They gave his MPX an ACOG. At the time, it was a 1.5 scope, but still magnified. Then people played the heck out of him, and they removed it. Even Maestro on release with an LMG on defense, the only LMG on defense at the time, had an ACOG on it, and it fucking shredded through people. Mozzie at one point had an ACOG on his gun. They took it away from him and took away his super shorty, because why not? Well, Mai was given an ACOG. He got played a ton. They took it away from him too. Echo had an ACOG, but then they thought, let's take it away from him. He's too good, but we'll give him a buff. We'll make him faster. Then they thought, this doesn't really fit his playstyle. Let's revert that change, give him his ACOG back, but make him slower again, more tanky. Now in this new update, they're going back again, and they're going to give him speed again, but no ACOG. Frost has an ACOG. That's really nice for her. She's gonna lose that. Castle has an ACOG. He's just like a standard safe pick. There's no site that can be hurt by having a Castle on it, but his pick rate is gonna go down a lot just simply because he's gonna lose the ACOG. On a gun that he has, that's not even oppressive whatsoever. Oryx was given an ACOG at one point, and that was crazy because he could just zoom around the map. That was a really dumb decision, and I'm glad they took it away so fast. Lucy had an ACOG at one point, but instead of just outright nerfing her, they took the ACOG away, but gave her an extra Banshee. You see how it's like a swap up? They're making her gadget better so she doesn't just get left in the dust. Even Ash on attack at one point lost her ACOG on her R4C because they thought her pick rate with that gun was too high, but they left it on her G36C, which honestly is one of my favorite guns, but I know it's inferior to the R4C. But that's crazy. They took it away from an attacker. And the Lord Tachanka is going to lose his ACOG on his SMG, but no one really uses that except for maybe memeing with it. But why is Ubisoft finally removing it? Well, the defender's win rate is just creeping up and up and up, and they're winning more and more long-range engagements. Constant long-range spawn peeking and pixel peaks from defenders is actually just getting really annoying to play again. You see, Ubisoft is trying to promote closer gunfights, which is the advantage for the defenders, really. They shouldn't be playing around long-range engagements. They're supposed to play around their gadgets and play tactically, while the attackers try to find a hole in the defense. Now, the defenders aren't losing all their ACOGs. Remember, I said just SMGs. They're going to keep it for DMRs and slug shotguns. That's 3. Cade and Goyo's slug shotgun, safe. Aruni's DMR, safe. Tubarau's DMR, safe. And get this, Sentry is getting Cade and Goyo's shotgun next season, so they're gonna have another DMR-ish ACOG on defense. Not to mention Alibi and Maestro have slug shotguns, but the fire rate on those are so slow. Like, I use them, but usually it's the kind of like a meme. It's not typically advised, especially on Maestro. You have that sick LMG, and Alibi, I feel like it's typically better just to use her SMG. And of course, we can't forget about Vigil. Everyone's always going to be infuriated with Vigils. I have like a 2.5 KD on Vigil. I mean, it's too good. I don't know what to do about that. But personally, how do I feel about this? I feel it's long overdue. Now, I know some people are going to be gutted because their mains are not going to have an ACOG anymore, but hear me out. Actually go into a game and try playing with your main who has an ACOG with just like a reflex or a hollow. See how impactful it actually is, because I bet you really just pick them because of their ACOG. Now, I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, I love Frost because I love playing off the welcome mats, and that's true. I always use an ACOG on Frost because why would you not? Same with Castle. I mean, you have access to it. Take an advantage at longer range engagements when attackers are naturally gifted at that. You're getting a nice counter to them. You're getting so much power just from the ACOG. But this whole thing is really going to allow Ubisoft to stop clicking that button of nerf and buff with the ACOG and just go, hey, let's balance these ops based off abilities and their loadouts and gadgets. The main focus here should not be on attachments. Attachments are a slight tweak to your playstyle. Slight tweak. They shouldn't fully make you from, oh, I can't take this long range engagement at all, to I'm gonna hold this pixel peak 30 meters away on that attacker and they have no chance of getting me.
No, I didn't get it, because you jack started talking. Oh, bandit trick this, but let me talk the entire time you're trying to do it.
Hey man, the world is full of unexpected surprises.
Yeah, sorry, well, I was being quiet.
He has to come inside. $5, Max.
He's one tap.
They're both there, they're both there.
Oh.
They don't know about the rotate hole from Tachenka. It doesn't work.
God damn it.
$5!
$5!
He's got $10 coming at him. I should start doing increments of $2.
I'm so ready for this meta shakeup, but are you? Let me know in the comments. And that's all I got for you. Bye.